Oh, it's time. Misfits 7 is coming up, and in this video, I'll be looking at every single fight on the card and giving my predictions, as well as who I would like to win each fight. It's going to be a big event. Very excited for it. But first, I need to mention that you should head over to twitch.tv/streamsbadly because we're going to be doing a watch-along May 13th of this whole card. It's going to be so fun. Come have us on as well as the fight and enjoy watching it with your boys. Judd will be there. I'll be there. It's going to be a fantastic time. We'll be starting streaming around 4 p.m. twitch.tv/streamsbadly 4 p.m. May 13th. Watch along for all the fights for Misfits 7. It's going to be a fun time. Let's get into this then. I've got the image for the full fight card here. We're going to be starting right down at the Happy Punch prelims and then working our way all the way up to the main event. First things first, we have Korn versus Unbear. Who? I don't know who these guys are. When it comes to a fair few of these, I might not know who they are. So I'm just gonna kind of guess and give a bad prediction. Who looks less sleepy? Both these dudes look really sleepy. This guy looks more awake, but in the image, this guy's fist is a lot bigger. So let's go with this one, whichever one this one is. I don't know who's who. I'm guessing that's Korn. So sure. Next, Luis Nesta versus Archie. I don't know who these guys are either. So, I think we will just kind of do another similar sort of prediction. This guy looks cross, but this guy is holding his fists up. However, I know from the small amount of boxing technique that I've learned, this little thing here, look, oh wait. You see that? Wait. You see this? See this on his fist here? Right there, enhance. This one. That's a thumb sticking out while he's holding his fists. You shouldn't do that. I'm giving it to this guy. I don't know which one you are, but fine. Zuckles versus mystery opponent. I know these ones even less because I don't know who Zuckles is and how the hell am I supposed to know who the mystery opponent is? I don't know, man. Last time they brought out a mystery opponent, it was Pineda, and he won. I think there could be a reason they bring out a mystery opponent. It could be a bigger name, and therefore they probably want them to win. That's my only logic I can go off of this, because I just don't know what else it could be. I'm going with the mystery lad. Wings of Redemption versus Boogie. This is going to be so interesting. I think this should have been higher up the card. A lot of people are super interested in this fight. I've seen a tiny bit of footage from Wings and Boogie punching a bag. Obviously, these guys are massive, so it's not going to look great no matter what. But I have to say, the little bit of video that I've seen on them, Wings looks slightly better, and he's a bit younger. I'm going with Wings for the win, but I would like Boogie to win. If I ever want someone to like, I'm going to do an arrow, but the circles are who I think will win. If you want some good fight footage and an analysis of these two guys, True Geordie has got a great video on this card, looking at some of the footage of some guys and things like that. It's a good watch. Next, we've got Lil Belzy versus Lil Kimchi. This is the one with the fireworks. There's been lots of fireworks kicking off surrounding this. Astrid Wet's been fighting in the press conferences and all sorts. But this one, her, she is mental. She is so violent and aggressive. But I have to say, Lil Belzy's got more experience. She's the bigger fighter. I think that's going to help her enough. Lil Kimchi's going to be really aggressive, but in theory, Lil Belzy should win, I think, so I'm gonna go with Lil Belzy. And you know what? I want her to win. I think this one, her trash talks, I find her annoying. I just think she's quite annoying. So we're going with her. Tennessee Thresh versus Paige KK. I've not a clue. I just don't know. They don't seem to be beefing much. I've not heard much of any of them. She's holding a fist up, so let's go with her. That's the best I've got for this. Right, now we're moving on to the proper fights, the ones that I know a bit more about. We've got Virus versus DK Money. I think Virus is from Spain. He has won one, lost one, I think. And then DK Money filling up the losing column. I know King Kenny knocked him out in spectacular fashion. This is a bit of a difficult one to me. I don't think DK Money is a particularly good fighter in this space. Obviously, he's lost all the time. But that does give him a bit more experience. He's looking a bit more trim this time. I've got a feeling that DK Money might finally get a win here. And I think it will be via decision. I'm picking DK Money. Salt Pappy versus Anthony Taylor. This is the one that people are most excited about. Potentially more than the KSI fight. This is a big fight. It's very interesting. A very beloved guy in Salt Pappy and a big loudmouth in Anthony Taylor. It's very interesting. The biggest test yet for Salt Pappy, and probably not the biggest test for Anthony Taylor. Both signed to Happy Punch, so therefore it's only 3 rounds. I think that's quite telling. For some reason, it seems like Salt Pappy was the one that wanted 3 rounds most. But I think that benefits Anthony Taylor a bit more. The way I think this fight could go depends a lot on how much you rate what we've seen from Salt Pappy so far. And because it's been so quick, it's hard to tell, actually, what he's going to have. I love Salt Pappy. He's a really entertaining fighter, and I'm so glad he's fighting again. I'm so interested to see what happens. But the 3 rounds thing just bugs me. I think Anthony Taylor should have more skills than all of Salt Pappy's other opponents to be able to avoid that knockout. But does that mean that Anthony Taylor will win a decision? Do you know what? I kind of thought I was going to pick Anthony Taylor by decision, but I'm now going to go Salt Pappy. I think via decision. I think Anthony Taylor's going to avoid the knockout, but I think that in trying to avoid the knockout, Salt Pappy is going to get enough to win a decision. Plus, the judges might be a bit biased because Salt Pappy's a big name. Next, we've got Deji versus Swarms. This is another interesting one. I think a lot of people are overhyping Deji now that he's kind of actually put some effort in and gaining some skills. People forget that for the longest time, Deji's just been losing and losing and losing. I don't think he naturally has the mindset of a good fighter. Whereas Swarms is a madman. He's made a big change to his body, and in the last fight we saw with Ryan Taylor, yeah, he probably got kind of lucky and Ryan Taylor's face caved in, but he did show some flashes of things that are pretty decent. I'm torn. I just think that Deji's too overhyped. It depends how much Deji can put it on Swarms and how much Swarms can deal with that. I don't know how many rounds it's going to be. I can't remember. I'm going to go wildcard pick. Against the odds, I'm picking Swarms. Why not? The madman. He's a fun guy. He's fun to watch and hear him talk and everything. And I just think Deji's overhyped, and I think that he needs to kind of, I don't know, he seems like he needs to be put down a peg again. He seems like he's gotten overly confident. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This is a wild card one. This one might go the other way. The main event. KSI and Joseph Fournier. Joe Fournier. This one, it's got to be one-sided, right? I mean, Joe Fournier is going to be KSI's biggest test. It's going to be an interesting fight. Last time against FaZe Temper, I didn't so much get the nervous butterflies of, oh, is he going to win type of thing that I got against Logan Paul back in the day. but I think they'll come back for this fight. I think this is kind of a closer stepping stone to the big fight we all want, KSI versus Jake Paul. I think Joe Fournier is going to put up a good fight. I think he's going to be a good test. He's going to have some skills. I think we're going to finally, since KSI kind of came back to boxing, see KSI have to use some skills, like have to put on more skills on display. Because when he fought Temper, we saw some skills, but not many. Because the only skills we saw did the job so well and finished the fight so quickly. So now I kind of want to see KSI win resoundingly, but I want to see some skills happen. And I think that's what we will see as well. I think eventually we're going to see another KSI knockout. I think it will be in a late round. It could come maybe, say, round 5, something like that. And we also want him to win because we want the big fight versus Jake Paul. This is the card. This is how I see it all going. If I've circled someone, that's who I'm predicting to win. A lot of the fights, I've not a clue, to be honest. And if I've put an arrow on someone, that's who I want to win. If I've not put an arrow, then I don't massively mind. Well, it's going to be a fun event, that's all I can say. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for tuning in to Streams Badly on Twitch, twitch.tv/streamsbadly, May 13th, Saturday, around 4 PM, 4:30 maybe, something like that. Follow Tweets Badly on Twitter, @tweetsbadly, to keep up with when we go live, because obviously we'll be tweeting and letting you know. Twitch.tv/streamsbadly. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, all of that. Yeah, let me know your predictions and all of that sort of thing in the comments too. That'd be good. Ooh, I'm excited.